Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. Today we're tearing down the walls around one of the most vital, yet honestly most misunderstood metrics in the business world, customer retention. You know, it's so easy to spend all our time and money obsessing over how to acquire new customers, right? But keeping them? That is the ultimate metric for sustainable business growth. It's literally the difference between constantly patching a leaky bucket and building a compounding growth engine. So grab your notebooks because we're going to look exactly at what makes customers stick around and how you can supercharge your own retention engine.
Here's our playbook for today. We're going to cover 1. Good customer retention rate. 2. Average retention by industry. 3. What affects customer retention. 4. How to improve retention. 5. Final thoughts. And we'll wrap up with 6 retention rate FAQs. Let's get to it.
Starting things off with Section 1, good customer retention rate. So before we can improve anything, we have to ask the fundamental question, what actually qualifies as a good retention rate? Now, the macro picture shows it generally falls somewhere between 70 and 90%. But the magic number, the global average across all industries, sits right at 75%. Think about what that actually means in practical terms. It means that on average, successful companies are keeping about 7 to 9 out of every 10 customers over a given period. So if your business is losing more than 3 out of 10 customers, you're officially falling behind that global average. But here's where it gets really interesting. Retention is absolutely not one size fits all. I mean, you can't judge a complex software company by the exact same standards as a local clothing store. For example, look at SaaS, software as a service. The product complexity is high and the cost to switch to a competitor is high, so naturally they boast a much higher retention rate. Once a business integrates a piece of software, they really don't want the headache of leaving. On the flip side, look at retail. Shoppers are incredibly flexible. They're way less committed, always hunting for the best deals, which naturally leads to lower retention rates. Context really is everything here.
Which brings us right into Section 2, average retention by industry.
Since your specific market category dictates what good actually means, let's benchmark the industries. Look at this fascinating data breakdown. The spread here is wild. Right up at the top, tied for first place, we've got media companies and professional services boasting an incredible 84% average retention rate. And that makes sense, right? Media like your streaming subscriptions rely on daily ingrained habits. As we move down the table, you'll see financial services and telecom hovering around 78%. But look all the way at the bottom. Retail sits at 63%, and hospitality is in dead last at 55%. Why? Well, because people generally don't go to the exact same hotel or book the same vacation every single month. It's an entirely different business model. So take a look and find your industry here. Are you beating your specific average?
Moving right along to Section 3, what affects customer retention?
Now that we know where the goalposts are, what are the root causes driving these numbers up or down? There are 7 critical factors at play here: customer trust rate, customer support service, customer lifetime value or CLV, customer service training, pricing range, discount programs, and product quality. Now, I really want to emphasize something here. Things like discount programs, they're great for a quick boost, but product quality and customer trust, those are the absolute bedrock of your loyalty. High-quality products solve real problems, and trust means your customer feels safe. If you don't have those two dialed in, honestly, no amount of flash sales or discounts will save your retention rate. So the crucial point is really getting a grip on this one metric, customer lifetime value. CLV is simply the total revenue a business can expect from a single customer throughout the entire duration of their relationship. I'm pausing specifically on this one because a higher lifetime value proves that customers see lasting, genuine value in what you do. They aren't just buying once and vanishing, they're investing in your brand over and over again. If your CLV is going up, your retention is going up, period. Okay, on to Section 4, how to improve retention. This is where the rubber meets the road. Let's prescribe the exact solutions. Here's your 4-step action plan. Step 1, design retention strategies. Don't just leave loyalty to chance. Segment your customers based on their behavior and hit them with tailored offers. Step 2, focus on customer reviews. Highlight those glowing positive reviews. And honestly, more importantly, respond immediately when you get negative ones. Step 3, set a reasonable price. If customers feel they're getting fair value, they renew. And step 4, stay ahead of CLV. This shifts your entire mindset from short-term gains to long-term sustainable growth. So how do the absolute pros do it? Well, you don't just look at CLV in a vacuum. You've got to track your CLV regularly and compare it directly to your customer acquisition cost, or CAC. This ratio right here is your ultimate profitability health check. By comparing what a customer brings in over their entire lifetime against what it actually costs to get them in the door, you identify your most valuable customers. And once you know who they are, you invest heavily in them with personalized experiences and loyalty rewards. It's a total game changer. Let's wrap up our main analysis in Section 5, Final Thoughts. To tie all these numbers and strategies together into one cohesive mindset, I want you to remember this quote. Pairing retention with CLV, CAC, and net profit helps you gauge a more complete retention growth, maximizing profit, reducing wasted spend, and building long-term customer loyalty. This is the core thesis of this whole explainer. A sky-high retention rate alone just isn't enough if you're actively losing money on every retained customer. You absolutely have to track your true net profit. You've got to look at the complete view of your business's performance, factoring in every single expense. It is all about smart retention, not just blind retention. And finally, let's hit Section 6, Retention Rate FAQs. Let's clear up some lingering doubts with a few rapid-fire questions from business owners just like you. Question 1. Is a 90% or 80% customer retention rate actually good? The short answer, yes, absolutely. 90% is generally considered excellent, meaning almost everyone is sticking around. An 80% rate is also very good, showing incredibly strong loyalty. This is especially true if you're running an e-commerce brand or a subscription model. If you're hitting that 80 to 90% mark, you are absolutely crushing it. Next question, what exactly is the 80-20 rule in customer retention? Well, you might know this as the Pareto principle. It states that a massive 80% of your profits often come from just the top 20% of your most loyal customers. Really think about that for a second. Most of your financial success relies on a tiny fraction of your audience. That is exactly why focusing on nurturing and retaining that top 20% is the absolute fastest way to boost your long-term revenue. Now here's one that worries a lot of newer business owners. Is 25% or 33% a bad retention rate? Honestly, no, it's not. It might sound a bit low compared to that 75% global average we discussed earlier, but a 25 to 33% retention rate is actually considered very decent and totally average for retail and e-commerce. Basically, it means about 1 in 3 of your customers are returning to buy from you again, and that's a solid foundation. And speaking of e-commerce, what is the average customer retention rate specifically for Shopify stores? Well, the precise benchmark is that the average returning customer rate on Shopify sits right around 27 to 30%. So hey, if you're running a Shopify store and you're hovering around 30%, you are right on track with the rest of the market. We're going to end on this really powerful thought. You do not need to double your retention rate overnight to see massive financial results. Seriously, even a tiny 3 to 5% improvement in customer retention can significantly grow your profits over time. So the question I'm going to leave you with today is this. Are you actively tracking your true net profit and optimizing your retention, or are you just guessing? Take a hard look at your numbers, apply these strategies, and watch your business transform. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to go dive into your own metrics right now.